like this has no place in our schools.
From the big screen,
this short story is part of my daughter's English assignment.
To the small print, book banning has become a part of pop culture, but the rate at which it is flaring up across the country now marks a new chapter in the history of attempted book bans. School districts are banning books that mainly deal with race and sexuality. One book repeatedly drawing fire is Gender Queer, a young adult graphic novel about gender identity containing sexually explicit photos.
We just don't want pornography in the classroom.
Former Central York School Board member Veronica Gemma tells FOX43 Reveals that parents like her are being vilified for wanting books like this out of libraries.
You're seeing a resurgence, really, of book banning across the nation. We're looking to hear from the other side here about why this is happening.
The phrase book ban needs to go away because nobody's trying to ban books. Parents want more oversight of what their children are learning in the classroom. They want more transparency into curriculum, because a lot of the books and materials being used in the classroom are becoming more inappropriate. There's more of a political agenda coming into the classrooms.
Parents behind the bans often turning to groups like No Left Turn in Education, which keeps a list of books it says spread radical and racist ideologies to students, including Howard Zinn's A People's History of the United States and children's book Chocolate Me. Teachers argue these lists go too far.
This absolutely is censorship.
Christy Moore, a Lancaster County teacher and mom of 2 school children, says books can be an outlet for students, especially when they see themselves in the main character.
There are some really great authors out there, and I feel like a lot of them are voices that are not typically heard. They are voices of people of color. They are voices of the LGBTQ community.
The battle over books is moving in on her community.
Me and Earl and the Dying Girl by Jesse Andrews. Absolute disgusting. I would like the superintendent call for her resignation if this is the kind of crap that you want to have in your school.
A man challenged a book at an E-Town school board meeting, causing outrage.
Apologized to us and our kids for providing pornographic material for them to read.
Over one line.
And it was very vulgar. But if you read the entire book, it really has nothing to do with the overall message of the book. And in pulling that one line, it's dangerous, because I'm sure almost every book in our library, you could find one line, one part that somebody's going to find offensive. But that doesn't mean that we should take it off the shelf, because we would end up having no more books on the shelves.
We did do an investigation, and some of the allegations weren't accurate and weren't true, and the book is back on our shelves.
Elizabethtown Area School District officials say contesting a book shouldn't start at school board meetings. FOX43 reveals the district has a system in place to prevent students from checking out certain books without parental consent.
Once we are able to vet the books, several of those books do get flags. They're dealing with contemporary issues that our students can relate to, and there may be some vulgarity or some other topics that are maybe perceived as being more in adult nature. So really a parent, really at the beginning of the year, gets to kind of say, I'm good with my child having every book, or I don't want my student having books that are flagged.
The American Library Association says 43% of attempted book bans happen at public libraries. Librarians are seeing a record number of challenges, but they say a lot goes into cultivating their collections.
We look at what's being taught in the curriculum, and we're looking at who our students are, their diverse backgrounds, and making sure they see themselves in the books that we put on the shelves, and that they can see and learn about other cultures and other people.
Despite more diverse library shelves, there is a clear divide within school districts. Gemma believes a curriculum committee with teachers, school administrators, and parents is one solution.
Has anyone been able to change your mind about a book that you were concerned about?
No, because I really do think the sad part about that is that there is such division. And once we bring people together, like I described in a curriculum committee at the school level, I think that we can have better conversations.